Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is YAHMAD. So we will continue in our series of videos looking at advanced functions in spreadsheets. And in this video, we're going to be looking at the Xlookup. So this is quite similar to the VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, and lookup functions, but it's a little bit more powerful in my opinion. There's more flexibility in what you can do. And also, it kind of combines if error as well, which we'll be looking in the next video. So let's have a quick look at this task, lesson 8. If you check out the previous videos, you can see we've gone through these activities here. So we looked at extracting and concatenate using upper and lower functions, VLOOKUPs with extract functions. So let's just have a look at this actually before we start. Typically in a VLOOKUP, guys, what you do is you look up the lookup value in a table array, and you always end up going right. So this is a lookup value, and then you go right to find a particular output. So the Xlookup, like the lookup, will allow for backwards compatibility. So you can see the order ID was here, and we had to go backwards to find the outputs. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the Xlookup task here. So lesson 8. So the first table, what we have is student ID, and I know one is missing. We have names, year, and house. And student ID is here in this table array, and the names are on the right-hand side. So if I did a typical VLOOKUP, and if I looked up this student ID here and selected this table array and unlocked it, and looked in the second column for the name and the exact match, what we'd get is an error message. So for the others, no problem. The names are coming up. B00765 is Julie. Names come up, no problem. But since we have a blank cell here, we're having a problem. So sometimes you may be asked to look up a value and to return a blank cell if there is an error message. So one way to avoid that is to use the Xlookup. So let me do this question again, but this time using the Xlookup. So the first part of the Xlookup is what are you looking up, which is the same as any other lookup, I suppose. And now we can select the lookup array. So where is the lookup value? So these values here are in this array of cells, this range of cells. Yeah, let's lock. Comma, what do we want to return? We want to return these names. So B00765 would return a match in this column here. So I highlight the range here. Let's lock it. And if not found, so here we don't have a student ID, we can just say no ID, comma, and we can go for the exact match since student IDs should exactly match up with the IDs in this column here. So what are we expecting? I'm expecting to see no ID instead of the NA message. If you don't want to show any messages, you can just delete, have some speech marks, press enter. We can just return a blank cell like this. Right, so that was one advantage of using the Xlookup is the error message. We can get rid of that by using this part of the function if not found. We can also use the backwards compatibility now to find the year and the house. So equals Xlookup, the lookup value here, comma, the lookup array. So where can you find these student IDs in this range of cells here? Let's lock, comma, the return array. We're looking for the year now. So let's highlight this range of cells here. Let's lock. And if not found, let's just return a speech mark and empty space. And we want the exact match again. Double click and let's do the house. So equals Xlookup. Lookup value, again, the same. The lookup array is going to be where is the lookup value. So again, in here, comma, oh, sorry, there, lock it. Your function for my keyboard to lock, then comma. The return array is we want the house, which is in this range of cells. So let's highlight, lock it, comma, and then if not found, I want to return an empty space. So just two speech marks and the exact match. So for Julie, she should be in north, and for Sophia, south, and James, north. So do we have two norths? Yeah. Right, let's look at this example here. So we have a horizontal table here. Okay, and let's see if this is going to work. So equals Xlookup. Okay, so we're looking up the barcode, and it's not going to be an exact match. I've just been looking. So A should refer to this cell here, and then the output should be Nike. So we're going to have to use the approximate match. So let's look up this barcode here, comma. The lookup array is going to be this range of cells here, so the letters. Let's lock this, comma. The return array is going to be this range of cells here. So including Nike, Adidas, Puma, Reebok, and Umbro. Let's lock. And if not found, then just do a space again, speech marks. And the match mode should be this one here, -1 or next similar item, exact match or next similar item. So that should work. Let's see, close the bracket. A should give us Nike. B should give us Adidas. E should give us Umbro. C should give us Puma. E Umbro, A Nike, E Umbro. What was missing? Reebok was D. Yep. So you can see we can use the Xlookup to basically do a horizontal lookup as well. So another advantage. Let me just finish off with this task here. So we have some names, percentages. Let's work out the grade. So Xlookup is K5. So we're looking up K5 for the lookup value. Okay, and for the lookup array, we want to look in this range of cells. Let's lock, comma, and output a particular grade from this range. Let's lock, comma. If not found, let's just do a speech mark. And then comma, we can go for the -1 option again for the approximate match. So 96, yep, that's right. 67 should be a C grade. It's not quite 70 for a B grade. So let's drag this down. Yeah, that's right as well. So guys, you can see the Xlookup is so powerful in what we can do. We can combine it. It's basically the VLOOKUP, the HLOOKUP, and the lookup function combined all in one. So it's like a super function. And obviously, we can also avoid any error messages using this part of the formula if not found as well. So please join me in the next video. We're going to be looking at lesson 9, if error part 1 and part 2, and an is error as well. So slight variation of these functions are slightly different, but you'll see hopefully in the next set of videos. Well, guys, please drop your comments below. Please like and share and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.